Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's Juan Solo here with A Squad Gaming, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for some more Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Welcome back to another episode of getting to know the ghost of Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So you guys obviously know about the 5-part series that I did a couple weeks ago talking about the ghost of Ghost Recon Breakpoint as well as Cole Walker. And just the other day I started up another 3-part series talking about the ghosts from Ghost Recon Wildlands that are going to be in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So just the other day we talked about Weaver, who was one of the ghosts from Ghost Recon Wildlands that's going to have a role to play in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about our second ghost from the ghost team in Ghost Recon Wildlands, which is MIDAS. So MIDAS's real name is actually Rubio Delgado, and he was born in San Diego, California, and he grew up in a religious family. He has strong Latin American roots, and as his father was originally from Honduras and his mother was born in Ciudad Juarez, Mexico, Rubio almost became a priest, but he decided to leave the seminary and join the army, where he became a ranger specializing in military intelligence, and his deep knowledge of Latin America helped him during operations in Colombia, Peru, as well as El Salvador, and his career achievements led to his position with the Ghosts at age 29. So he is an expert in Latin American politics and culture, which gives him a unique insight into the drug trafficking of the region. Obviously, with some of the drug trafficking in Mexico and Bolivia, kind of all ties in with this. Also, being loud, boisterous, and aggressive, MIDAS is in a constant state of unrest, and his deep religious roots make him the most emotional member of the Ghost team, and he tends to care a little bit too much about everything. So this kind of sounds a little bit how Fix-It is in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which is going to be the other character which runs the field medic class in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. He's very emotional and tends to care about the team and stuff like that a little bit more than anybody else, which definitely sounds a lot like MIDAS. So he feels like he's being driven by a higher power and regularly attends church and gives spiritual counseling to fellow soldiers. He's actually happily married with 4 kids, including a 12-year-old daughter, and he's been Holt's best friend for over 10 years. So not gonna lie, that's pretty cool with some of the tie-ins you obviously have with the other ghosts. You get a little bit of information about his backstory when it comes to the fact that he is married, he has 4 children, including a 12-year-old daughter, which some of those things being said kind of gets me even more attached to the character, being the fact that you know a little bit more about his personal life. So before he was actually recruited into the Ghost, he once went on a extracurricular activity because he felt it was right. He traveled to the Middle East to help liberate Yazidi captives from ISIS, and actually on the mission, when the convoy was stopped at a checkpoint, he shot all of the ISIS soldiers and drove the captives back to safety. So he kind of went out on his own and basically tried to help out some captives and stuff like that over in the Middle East, which is really, really cool. And at least for me personally, throughout the events of Ghost Recon Wildlands playing alongside this character, he always felt like the mysterious character because you knew he had that scarf that went all the way up over the majority of his face. And obviously after we could go in and customize the AI, you could go in there and take that scarf off and you could actually see who he really was. But it was kind of very interesting because being the fact that throughout the entire game you really didn't know exactly who he was sort of like a masked hero, I guess. You know, I don't know if I'm going a little bit too far with that, but he was a really cool character. So now, like I said in the video the other day talking about Weaver, we do have some information in this article of some events that actually take place on Operation Greenstone, which is the code name for Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So I'm going to read the first sentence of this, but I'm going to leave the rest of it out. Like I said in my previous video, I will leave this article down in the description below if you guys want to go check it out for yourselves, because there are massive spoilers when it comes to the start of Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and I don't want to be the one to spoil that for anybody. So if you guys want to go check it out for yourselves, the link will be down in the description below. But during the events of Operation Greenstone, MIDAS was riding in a helicopter alongside of Nomad when it was shot down by the Wolf Swarm drones. And unfortunately, that's where I'm going to leave it, because like I said, there's more information in this article that kind of details some of the events that start out Ghost Recon Breakpoint. But for those of you guys that are trying to avoid the spoilers, I don't want to be the person to actually spoil anything for you. So like I said before, the link down in the description below will take you over to this article. You can read through it for yourselves, get some of the information about the starting points of Ghost Recon Breakpoint. But overall, that's pretty much going to do it for the video, guys. This was given a rundown of the backstory and origins and stuff of Rubio Delgado, aka MIDAS from Ghost Recon Wildlands. Like I said, all of the ghosts from Ghost Recon Wildlands are going to have some sort of a role to play in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and I just kind of wanted to give a little bit of a backstory on these ghosts, being the fact that some of you guys may not have known this information, and I feel as if it would help you guys kind of understand the characters, maybe get attached to them a little bit more, especially from a story standpoint. But like I said, that's all for the video. If you guys enjoyed it, you guys are excited about Ghost Recon Breakpoint coming out in a couple months, make sure to drop a like on the video, and also subscribe if you are new to stay up to date on all information surrounding Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and if there's any new information surrounding Ghost Recon Wildlands. Like I mentioned in my previous video the other day, I strongly believe that we're going to be getting at least one more DLC for Ghost Recon Wildlands between now and the launch of Ghost Recon Breakpoint. But we have one more character video that's probably going to be going up within the next few days, talking about Holt, the last character, and probably the video you guys want to see the most, being the fact that Holt, I believe, is probably one of the most favorite characters of the ghosts from Ghost Recon Wildlands, and he is going to have a massive role in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. That's all I'm going to say based off of all the the articles and stuff I've read so far, but we're going to leave it at that. That video should be up within the next couple of days. But like I said, that's all for the video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.